You see, cruelty wears many faces. People love their masks, don't they? Hiding behind polite smiles and sweet words, disguising their venom as virtue. But you've seen through it all, felt the sting beneath their honeyed lies. They thought you were blind, too naive to catch the daggers they hid behind their backs. But you noticed every fake smile, every empty promise, every calculated betrayal. They believed they were so clever, so subtle, but they underestimated how closely you were watching. True cruelty isn't just about inflicting pain. It's the way they make you question your own worth. They sow seeds of doubt, watering them with toxic whispers until they strangle your confidence. They're artists in deception, patting you on the back with one hand while digging your grave with the other. And the worst part? They sleep peacefully, wrapped in their false sense of righteousness, convinced their facade shields them from consequences. But armor can turn into a prison. Here's where it gets interesting. They made a grave mistake. They thought their cruelty would break you, turn you into their puppet. They expected you to shatter, to disappear into oblivion. Oh, how wrong they were. Their cruelty wasn't your downfall, it was your forge. With every sharp word, every betrayal, every cold shoulder, they were unknowingly shaping something they couldn't control. You see, every slight, every betrayal, they thought you weren't paying attention. But you were. You cataloged each moment like a crime scene photographer. You've got the evidence all neatly stored in your mind. Every false promise, every cruel word, every manipulation, it's all there, preserved like insects in amber. And now, you hold something they never expected. Proof of who they truly are. The masks are slipping, revealing the ugliness they tried to hide. Justice isn't always loud. It doesn't come with fanfare. It's the slow unraveling of their lies, the moment their masks turn transparent, exposing the monsters beneath. And the best part, they won't see it coming. Wrapped in their own arrogance, they believe they're untouchable. They forgot a crucial detail. Even pawns can become queens. You've been studying their game all along, learning their moves, anticipating their steps. While they were busy congratulating themselves on their cleverness, you were evolving. Their attempts to diminish you have only strengthened you. Every wound became a lesson, every betrayal a source of resilience. They tried to write your tragedy, but they ended up scripting their own downfall. Divine justice doesn't operate on their terms. It works in ways they can't predict or manipulate. Sometimes it works through the very people they tried to destroy. In their arrogance, they never understood the power of silence. They mistook your quiet endurance for submission. They didn't realize the deadliest predators wait in silence, watching, learning, and preparing. Every suppressed response, every moment of patience has been a lesson in timing. Now their masks are slipping. They feel it, the change in your presence, the strength in your gaze that no longer seeks approval. Their cruelty has become their undoing. You've transformed into something they never accounted for, a force beyond their control. Each success you achieve is another crack in their facade. You've become their consequence, not their victim. They thought silence meant weakness, but it's been your greatest weapon. And now, as they scramble to hold on to their crumbling world, they'll understand too late that their greatest mistake was choosing you as their target. Because you're not here to play their game. You're here to end it. You know what's really interesting about darkness? It's not the absence of light that terrifies most people. No, it's what hides within it. The unknown, the unseen, the lurking beast they can't quite make out, but feel is always there, watching, waiting. They did the same to you, didn't they? Shoved you into their shadowy pit, hoping to see you collapse like so many before you. But here's the twist. They made a crucial miscalculation. They thought darkness would trap you. They didn't realize it's a forge. Every second in this void, you're not fading away. You're evolving. Like metal in the heat, you're not becoming a tool. You're transforming into a weapon, a nightmare they never anticipated. They thought isolation would crush you, but isolation, that's where legends are born. It's where you hear the whispers of your own madness and realize that sanity is just a cage built by weak minds for weak minds. And you've outgrown it. Remember those looks they gave you? The fake smiles, the pitiful glances, the hushed voices that silenced when you walked in. They believed they were your judges, jury, and executioners. But in truth, they were writing their own downfall. While they were busy playing their social games, you were mastering survival. Pain, the rawest of teachers, stripped you down to your core and revealed your true strength, a force they never dreamed could rise from the ashes of their rejection. They see suffering as a curse, but you and I know it's an art form. Pain is the chisel, carving away the weak, leaving behind a masterpiece of resilience. They expected to bury you as a victim, but you emerged as their reckoning. Every sneer, every rejection, every moment they thought they were breaking you was just fuel for the fire inside you. A fire that now burns so fiercely, it makes their flames look like mere sparks. Being branded as a monster, that's freedom. They cast you as the villain, never realizing they were crafting their own demise. While they congratulated themselves on your downfall, you were thriving in the very darkness they feared. They expected you to be a tragic story, but you've become a force of chaos they never saw coming. Their attempts to box you in only taught you to shatter those walls. You are the storm they never prepared for. The funny thing about time in the dark, it doesn't break monsters, it perfects them. Every tick of the clock wasn't counting down to your end, but building up to their reckoning. Isolation didn't weaken you, it forged you into a force they can't comprehend. Fear isn't your enemy, it's a mask you've learned to see through. While they were busy fearing the dark, you were mastering it. Now you move with a power they can sense but can't name. They whisper, they avoid your gaze because they know. They're no longer the hunters. They created a force they can't control, a storm that's about to break over them. Every scar they left on you is now a badge of honor, a testament to your strength. They thought they could define your story, but you've become the plot twist they never saw coming. You're no longer playing by their rules. You've built your own game, one they can't win. Every attempt to crush you only strengthened your resolve. Every door they shut just taught you to break through walls. Now, you stand as a testament to the power of resilience, a force born from their own cruelty, ready to rewrite the narrative they tried to control. In the end, they thought they were breaking you, but all they did was break themselves. They unleashed a force they can't contain, a reminder that in the darkness, you found your strength. Now it's time to show them what it means to rise, transformed and unstoppable.